Okay, welcome to like the part 2 of the walkthrough, and I wanted to just take you through the keyboards of this track. And we've got the big intro with the drums where everything kind of explodes. And for this, I mean, recently I've just, I don't know, fallen in love again with the orchestron. The orchestron is, as you might know, like the more mature big brother of the octagon. And it's got solo sound, so it's sort of like a mellotron, but it uses optical discs. There are other films on here as in YouTube, that you can see the orchestron in action. But this is the way we recorded, for the intro we recorded the orchestron cello, and this is what it sounds like. Yep, and so what we can conclude from that is that it doesn't sound anything, well, it sort of sounds like a cello, but not really, and it's got these crackling pops which are from like the dust on the discs, which really adds to the character of the sound. So I really, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I just feel like recording loads and loads of orchestra, but I think it sounds great. But the problem with that sound is that it's a bit too low in registers. So what we did was that we just recorded a upper, I think it's an octave up or something, but using a brighter sound that is a bit more hollow. So we added the Chamberlain solo female voice to the stew. And so, and also a good thing is that it's got this pretty intense vibrato, which really works because it gives it like ducks in and out, which makes you kind of notice it without actually necessarily hearing it. Okay, as a piece of like meat and potatoes kind of a thing, we recorded a omnichord, just doing the chords in the verses. This probably won't be used in the final thing, but I thought you might want to hear it anyway. Let's see now. Hey! That's not an omnichord. As I said, that I don't think that will make it. For the bridges, we decided to use the wonderful Chamberlain flutes, which is a different sound altogether than the mellotron flutes, but you know this by now. A lot more vibrato, a bit breathier in texture, and just really, really nice. So here's the bridge of the track. And the general sounds on this track are quite big, and it's got almost like an XTC early 90s feel to it, which is kind of fun because everything you hear nowadays is just so, I don't know. We just felt like making it a bit bigger. So for the choruses, we wanted bass, but we didn't want a string bass. So, well, this is a string bass, but in a different way. So we recorded octave piano bass, and it sounds something like this. so it goes ding, and it's really hard, and it's got, to me, it's got a kind of a graininess to it because we compressed it a lot, and it's going through tube preamps and shit. But we then, to give it more body and more like more bass, we plugged in the trusty Sequential Circuits Pro 1. And all of a sudden we had But the last sound I want to talk to you about is the one of my favourites. Actually, I don't use it that often. I've used it on one track previously, but that is the Roland Vocoder Plus VP330, which I've used it, but this specific sound I've only used it on a VIA song, and it's the VP330 going through the spring reverb over there somewhere, going through the first wave sonic alienator. Bit crusher, love machine, and it gives it. I don't know. Me and Andreas are a big Peter Gabriel fans, so we thought about, without it sounding anything like Peter Gabriel, we thought about like the Passion soundtrack. But here you go, the Roland VP330 through Sonic Alienator. Thank you for watching.